Good morning, everybody. Ollamh here, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Trek Judgment Rites. This is No Man's Land. So, we have cured the dog of his rabies. Now we were supposed to go, there, yes, there's the,
And remember, democracy is weak. It relies on the votes of the foolish masses who are incapable of choosing strong leaders. Constitutional government fosters weakness. The rejection of republicanism is what won the last war for Germany, and it will bring us victory over these stupid Americans.
That's not what they told us at the academy.
yeah.
Boys and girls, let me introduce you to an example of inferior Republican stock. Lieutenant Colonel Jimmy Kirk. Tell us, Kirk, how can you defend the ludicrous American system?
I see no reason to defend anything, Captain. These children are, in spite of your efforts to indoctrinate them, quite capable of growing up to become adults who will... I am not interested in a debate. If your system is so superior to America's, how come you're losing the war? Why don't we put it up to a vote? I see no reason to... Why don't we put it up to a vote? You have a choice between a system that gives you leaders who will oppress you for life, or a system which, imperfect though it may be, allows you to influence your leaders and gives you a chance to bring them to account.
Yeah, let's bring it up to a vote.
All in favor of Hauptmann's system, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor of my
Wolfgang,
system,
you
say aye.
asshole.
Aye.
It appears that they don't want
see?
what you offer them.
I
Yeah.
will not tolerate such insults. The Baron will make you all pay.
Jim, wasn't that a violation of the Prime Directive?
Well, no.
McCoy, this is clearly an imaginary culture
Yeah.
with no real existence.
See?
The Prime Directive cannot be reasonably extrapolated to affect such a culture.
Damn, even Spock is on my side. Alright, so let's talk to the kids.
You get no response.
Well, that's because you...
Hi.
Hi.
Is very shy, Colonel.
All Americans as handsome as you, Colonel Kirk?
Why, Bones, you're never at a loss for words. You answer her.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel Kirk, when I grow up, will you teach me how to fly as good as you?
Well,
We're
Absolutely.
ready to ship you to the academy, Jim.
Wow, a real American pilot. Can I shoot you as an escaped prisoner?
no.
Frau Humperdinck, Colonel Kirk found I shoot him. Is that fair?
Humperdinck.
Herr Kirk?
Humperdinck.
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the war? What can you tell me about Trelane? These children are something, aren't they? I didn't realize they let mad dogs teach children. What do you think about the war?
It's horrible. With any luck,
Agreed.
our students won't have to fight in such a war when they get older. Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the war? What can you tell me about Trelane?
Ah, the bear.
Yeah.
Such a charming man. If all the military and Gothos were like him, it would be a better place to live.
Wow, sounds like she's really, really into the Baron.
Herr Kirk, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask a question. What do you think about the war? What can you tell? These children are something, aren't they?
They are a little rambunctious, aren't they?
A little
Herr Kirk, can I
rambunctious?
help you?
Yes, I'd like to ask
Wow,
a question.
nothing
What do you
wrong
think
with
about-
that.
What can you... These children... I didn't realize they let mad dogs... What do you think about the war?
I'm not
It's
gonna
horrible.
insult her.
With it.
Okay, so let's... You know what, let's scan a few things here.
An ordinary oil painting, approximately 30 years old. I detect no unusual readings from it.
Well, that's good.
There are no unusual readings from the desk, Captain.
I'm assuming there's something that's giving off unusual readings around here.
The map does not register as unusual.
What about the cabinet?
I am scanning the contents of the cupboard. Some chalk, some pencils, and a blackboard eraser. I detect no unusual readings from any of the objects.
Well, alrighty then.
A wooden table constructed from oak. The tricorder does not detect anything unusual about it.
Hmm.
I have a power reading from the chalkboard that is off the scale.
Really?
It matches the sensor readings I took of Trelane's triplane on the Enterprise.
Theories, Mr. Spock.
The last time we encountered Trelane, he used various items, a mirror in particular, as a source for his power.
Ah.
Is another one of Trelane's power objects.
And if we could find and destroy enough of Trelane's power,
The village of Gothos would come apart, and we might find out what happened to the Enterprise.
Mr. Spock, continue scanning for power sources wherever we might find them.
Okay, so we know that there's a power source there. There's one of Trelane's power sources is the chalkboard. Okay, let's head over to the front, to the trenches. And there's somebody here who does not look like he's doing so good.
Young human male, life signs failing. Suffering from internal bleeding and shock. Now that's an odd reading.
Really?
It's not biological. Maybe Spock should try using his tricorder.
All right. Boom.
Captain, another abnormally high reading emanating from an object in his pocket. A locket of some sort.
Okay, well, let's try and talk him
To
into...
report in the West.
What can you tell me about the war? What can you tell me about... What can you tell me about the war?
I am a sentry. The others are dead. I think I'm dying.
I think you're right.
To report in the West.
What can you tell me about Trelane?
I like to watch the airplanes fly overhead. The enemy watches them too. And I know we'll have a few minutes of peace. Nothing to report in the West.
What can you tell me? What can you tell me? About your locket. What can you...
Okay, let's talk to him about the locket. Yes.
But that's the only reminder of my girl. I'd rather lose my arm.
We need it very badly. If we do something for you, would you give it to us?
I have a letter to my girl.
Really? Okay.
If you see that it is delivered, I'll give you my locket.
Okay, no problem. We will deliver the letter. I assume that he gave us... Yes, he did. Okay. You know what? Let's try going into the armory here and see if they've delivered... Oh, yes, they have delivered the booze. Oh, wow. Okay. The guy behind the desk looks important, so we're going to use the rope and secure him. And Spock.
No unusual readings, Captain. This is an ordinary painting.
Okay.
Photographs, medallions, and trophies.
Nothing unusual.
A German World War I Army rifle, Captain. There are no unusual readings from it. There don't have to be. Indeed, Doctor. By this period, firearms were extremely efficient and deadly.
Maybe we ought to pick one of those up, just so that we have an actual
Scan
working
indicates that
weapon.
The safe contains trinitrotoluene, commonly referred to as TNT.
I suppose it might be an asset. Can you get it?
My tricorder indicates the lock is atypical for the period. I would require the exact combination.
All right. Is there
The
anything
tricorder
unusual?
detects nothing unusual.
Is there anything unusual here?
No unusual.
The statue.
This trophy is composed of tin and iron, Captain. An ordinary.
Okay, fine. There's nothing unusual. I don't think there's anything unusual
The
here.
tricorder detects
The map? The map.
no unusual readings, Captain. This
Nope.
is an
Okay.
ordinary painting.
Okay, fine. Bones, can you bring this guy around? Because surely he knows. I'm
Feeling about this.
I'm sure he knows the combination.
Get me to talk.
I would prefer that you didn't. You're nothing but a figment of Trelane's childish imagination. Where's Trelane? Where? I would prefer that you didn't. Where's Trelane? Where's...
I will tell you nothing.
We have ways of making you talk.
I
Don't
can
we,
mind
Mr.
meld with him
Spock?
to get the combination of the safe.
Do it, Spock.
Yeah, we have ways of getting information out of you, even if you do not talk.
Trelane.
Spock, snap out of it.
He's not paying attention to me. Run away.
The combination, Spock. Concentrate on the combination.
Kirk. I must have revenge on Kirk. Every great man has his enemy.
I'm not.
Nothing could be more
I'm not your
fun
enemy.
than revenge. The sensation to end all sensations.
Spock.
I'm back, Captain.
Good.
I was able to mind meld with Trelane to an extent through his replications. These men are the crew of the Shinobi, the original freighter that Trelane captured. Their thoughts have been altered by Trelane.
Great.
Or the Zimbabwe.
I received the impression that Trelane is holding them prisoner. I also got the combination for the safe. Right 43, left 18, right 29, pull.
Excellent.
Captain, allow me to do that.
All right,
I was the one
fine.
who discovered the combination. I am the
Yes, but you told me the combination. All right, so we will pick up the
I can
TNT.
feel the hernia already. Actually, Doctor, there's a 91% chance that attempting to carry the safe would injure your back before it could give you a hernia. It would be more appropriate.
I didn't
for
tell
Mr.
you to
Ellis
pick up the
Rock to carry
safe.
the safe. Of course, it would be even more appropriate not to take the safe without some logical reason.
Yes, I want the TNT that's inside it, thank you. Ugh, you gods. Alright. So we have to go... Ooh, we do have some money, which means we can enter the big poker game and win, probably. Alright. We also have to deliver this letter, which the only girl that we've seen is the maiden in the tavern. Unless the school mom, but I don't think so. Okay. We need to give you the letter. Despite the fact that she's a
Thank
spy.
you, Captain. I will see that it is delivered.
Oh, okay. Cool. You were the teacher, weren't you? Yes, the school superintendent. Sorry.
Always glad to help you.
You know, I've been to inspect the chalkboard.
I am very proud that we are spending money on the finest educational equipment, even during the middle of this accursed war. Herr Kirk, though my position as school superintendent...
Thank you, Herr Schiller. I don't think I require your generosity, but the offer is...
Anytime, Colonel.
Okay, so he's very proud of the chalkboard, and won't get rid of it, but...
And what is the Bluffmeister up to this time?
He doesn't bluff. He just complains about everything. I do not. If I did, I would have hit the ceiling with my last hand.
You dealt. You deal with it.
There's no hand worse than the one you deal yourself.
True. True. Hey, buddy.
Welcome, friends. Can I help you?
What can you tell me about Can you help me get into this poker game? I need you to spread a rumor about a chalkboard.
Yeah.
So you need me to convince Herr Schiller to give you the kindergarten blackboard?
Yes.
Do not know why, but I would do anything if you could get the commander to issue a transfer for my son.
Right. Probably can do that, but while I'm here...
Welcome to the game, Colonel.
Thank you.
3 hours later.
My God. Where did you learn to play poker, Colonel?
Starfleet Academy.
Wow. I just wiped him out. Damn. Alright. I bet we have enough to buy that very expensive clock. And I'm also willing to bet that that clock is probably a power source. I didn't realize we had to scan for power sources. Ooh, what? No? Let me guess.
The clock is another of Trelane's power objects, Captain.
If you can afford the clock, pay for it, and then take it.
Well, fine then. Here's all the damn money.
That's just enough to buy this neat clock.
Well, thank you. We now have one of its power sources. Alright, so we have to go back and convince the commander to transfer this kid out. Oh, that's right. I wanted to pick up one of the guns. I want to see if I can pick up a gun, because that way we actually have a weapon we can use.
You've taken one of their rifles.
Alright.
You'll never get me to talk.
I would prefer that you didn't. You're nothing but a figment. Where's Trelane? I would prefer that you didn't. Where's Trelane?
I will tell you nothing.
Alright,
You'll never get me to talk.
I would prefer that you didn't.
I will tell you nothing.
Alright, buddy, that's it.
You presume to threaten me, Colonel?
Yes!
I want you to sign transfer papers for Sundergaard's son. Send him away from the front.
How typical of the press. Not too willing to sacrifice for the good of the nation. Untie me, and I shall sign papers to take this little coward away from his...
Yeah, okay.
I'll get him.
So pick up the paper.
You have taken the signed transfer papers.
Alright, cool. So now if we go back to the tavern, we should be able to give the transfer papers. The news person will start spreading rumors about chalkboards being bad and should be gotten rid of, and then the superintendent should give us the chalkboard. And that'll give us two items of power. And then we can go back to the
I told you I wasn't bluffing. We three kings will take the stake.
I didn't know your good luck was only temporary.
I have so few vices in...
Whose deal is it?
Yeah. Okay, here's the form.
Thank you,
Sign.
Lieutenant Colonel.
No problem.
Cannot express my gratitude. If there is anything I can do for you, please let me know. Welcome, friends.
What can you tell me? I need you to spread a rumor about a chalkboard. What can you I need you to...
You say you need me to convince Herr Schiller to give you the kindergarten blackboard.
Yes.
I would do anything for the man who got the commander to issue a transfer for my son.
Thank you. Okay, so we should be able to talk to him now and get permission to take the chalkboard.
Herr Kirk, though my position as schools...
You look worried. It wouldn't happen to be about the chalkboard by any chance.
I have heard the most horrifying rumors about these boards.
Really?
Do you think they are true?
Absolutely. If you wish, I could dispose of the thing for you before anyone is harmed. I'd need a letter for Frau Hopperdink.
Absolutely. Let me just take pen to paper.
Wow, we're getting a lot of notes
Take
and
it
stuff.
when you want to destroy the vile thing.
Alright. So we pick up that letter and we should be able to get the... Wow, this is a really long...
Pick up the piece of
really
paper.
long episode. So let's...
Save new game. Replace.
Alright. We'll save again because that is all the time we have for today. As always, thank you very much for watching. And stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio! Hey, who are you? What the hell are you doing in my place? I don't have anything worth stealing. Yeah. In the radio show, there is only one lonely human with the ship's computer Hab as his only steady companion.